Hello, my name is Brooke Hender. I'm a cognitive hypnotherapist, and in this video I'd like to talk about my worst date experience. It's not what you think. It does involve dates, but the food kind. This video is all about shortcuts, all about doing things properly. So recently I decided to make my own granola bars. My girlfriend has one of the Ella books, and there's a recipe for granola bars, and so I decided to make granola bars, and last week I think I did it for the first time, and it was completely fine. I didn't get all the ingredients, and it didn't taste ideal, but it was fine. Anyway, I thought I'd make some more, so I got all the ingredients, all the correct ingredients, and all the seeds and nuts and everything are bound together using sort of blended dates. So I bought this box of dates, and as part of it you boil the dates in boiling water for 5 minutes, simmer them so they're very, very soft, and then you blend them together. And so the first time I did it, I asked my girlfriend whether we had a food blender, and she went, yes, it's underneath so-and-so, da, 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 da. So whatever she said isn't necessarily what I heard. What I heard was, it's in the basement. So I sort of thought, do I really want to have to go down the basement, find it, probably clean it? We've got a NutriBullet. I'll just use that. It blends. And so the first time I did it, I got away with it. It blended. It wasn't ideal. It was, it was obviously very hot. It's not designed for hot things. Nothing wrong with the NutriBullet. The NutriBullet people make it quite clear it's not designed for hot or boiling liquids. So, but I got away with it. So I thought, wow, I got away with it once. I'm sure it'll work a second time. So on Monday, I got all the ingredients, got all the right ingredients, did the date thing in the saucepan, poured it in, timed it up, put it on, bang! And so this very hot, very hot, boiling hot, sticky date liquid went everywhere. All over the kitchen, sort of all directions, including me. So I have a nice remnant of there, and I have sort of wrist burns, and arm burns as well. To be honest, I was very lucky. Boiling hot liquid, exploding all over you, blisters and stuff, body healing. Very lucky, consider myself very lucky. And so my girlfriend said, why don't you just use the food blender? And I went, it's downstairs. And she went, no, it's in the cupboard under the toaster. Okay. So the thing is, I hadn't really listened. I'd made an assumption that something was too difficult, too hard, and that I could get away with it by not doing it properly. And I did get away with it once, but I didn't get away with it the second time, although I had a very good warning, and obviously it's all blistered and now it's healing and scabbing and stuff. I know, attractive. But it did make me realise, I wasn't angry at myself because I only had myself to blame. I made the conscious decision to use that, knowing full well it wasn't the right thing to do, it wasn't the right thing to use, it wasn't the appropriate tool for the task. So it did remind me that actually when you want to do something, do it properly. Take the little bit of extra time, find out the right information, do what you need to do. Now, in this case, it is my health and safety. I've been lucky. Burns are never pleasant. The blisters were large, and there's a lot of healing to be done. My wrists are swollen, and who knows what long-term damage, if any, maybe some marks or scarring, who knows. But as I said, I consider myself very lucky. But it was a really timely reminder, and I obviously needed one, that you have to just do things properly. that yes, there are alternative ways to do things, but there may be a price to pay for them. And quite often I look for the shortcut, the quicker way, the shorter way. And sometimes you can find them, and sometimes there's a price to pay for that. Sometimes you just need to do things properly. You need to take the time, work through the steps, because quite often those steps are there for a reason. They are there because they work, they keep you safe, they provide you with a reliable outcome. So yes, shortcuts. Just be aware of what it is you're shortcutting and why, and the consequences of doing it. Thank you very much for listening and watching. And yeah, don't use a NutriBullet, standard NutriBullet. I know there are NutriBullets that can do that, but don't use one of those things. Other brands are available, of course. Yes, don't use them for boiling hot date syrup things. Thanks very much. Bye now.